I've tried it. Anyways,
I'm telling you, green chili.
Yeah. Whatever works, man. Anyways, we are live with the AZKendrick after party, and it's myself and AZ, and of course, Inquisitive Quandary, my moderator extraordinaire, has jumped in here with us. And Orla, I was just saying, you have yet to be in one of these things. I'm pretty sure you may have jumped in one before. You're welcome to jump in. We would like to have at least one or two more people in here, I think. So if you guys want to jump in, let me know. And there is a link in the Neil's Usual Suspects. And if you're not in that group and you do want to jump in, I can send you a personal link to your Twitter or whatever.
Got my little puppy here. Hopefully someone will join in and questions, stir up some trouble.
Stir up some trouble. Oh, don't worry. We're really good at that anyways. So.
It only takes a few beers and it's just goes downhill from there. So wife's hiding in the corner over here on her phone, but she's going to YouTube now. So, hi.
Sassy's wondering if I was serious when I said make up your mind. Yes, Sassy, I was serious. So, you've gone from non-belief in deities back to some sort of weird-ass belief that I don't even know what the hell atheo-pagan means anymore.
That would be a good I'd like to know what that is. That's kind of different.
Sassy is real worried about you hating on her. She's real worried about people like shunning her for just picking up this belief. Now, regardless of if we agree with her or if we think it's irrational or whatever it is, I mean, I even reminded her, Sassy, don't fucking sweat it. Ocean's in his Usual Suspects group. He actually kicked somebody out of that Usual Suspect group for muting him. And it's not about your beliefs. We are against the proselytization. We are against the absolute mind-numbing teachings and brainwashing. And the bullshit.
Oh, poor girl. Look at her. She's like, oh, God.
Usually comes
Sassy.
with...
Hang on. Sassy, I still love you. You don't have to worry about that. It's not a big deal. You believe whatever you want.
That's all she needed to hear.
Yeah. I could never dislike Sassy. She's too awesome. Like she's giggly as fuck, and she brings up the positivity in any of our conversations. So there's my friend Randolph. He wants to join in too. Hello, Randolph.
Hey. Oh. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. I hear you
all
just
right,
fine.
Good. It's working. I was worried about my audio.
Sassy, don't worry about it. I have no hate for you at all.
Or can I ever?
Actually,
I can't actually remember her ever being sassy. She's always so nice. She's going to have to work on that.
All right. Well, Randolph has joined us. AZ, this is my friend Randolph. Him and I will be starting up our own version of like an atheist experience type call-in show here in Canada. So
we're looking forward to that. Atheist Experience has been a wonderful inspiration, as well as Talk Heathen and some other shows. So they're fantastic shows, and we just love the idea of being able to contribute to a bit of that kind of stuff online as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great. No, that's what the Atheist Experience has been good for me too. So,
they're fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan.
I see you got the Canadian flag back in its place properly.
Oh yeah, I take care to put that up. I like our flag. It's
he had it dry
not too
cleaned.
busy.
I think I should get you a flag, huh, Neil?
Yeah, I could throw one up behind here. I could probably pick one up, but I also want to get an Atheist Republic flag.
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
Yeah.
They were part of a protest downtown today.
Yes.
Yeah, and Vikram even invited me, and I assumed he invited you as well. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. He was telling me that some Christians had a protest nearby and got offended about them being atheists, and I'm thinking, with them.
Because of atheists? That's crazy.
How dare you not believe us?
How dare you not believe in the invisible God I'm telling you about? That's like, come on. That's just
One of my first questions is, how do you know it's not a goddess? Because usually it's the goddesses who give birth to life and everything. And and then why do you limit it just to one? Isn't that arbitrary? How do you know it's not a group effort? Like, a lot of stuff in life doesn't really work the way we'd like it to. It seems sometimes it must have been decided by committee.
Well, if you look at like the Old Testament, there are spots in there.
I try not to.
Yeah, I know, but I was raised with that shit. So
I'm sorry. Yes, that's right.
There's spots in there where they talk about a pantheon of gods like Baal and other deities that Yahweh was the head of, which explains really the "thou shalt not believe in other gods before me."
It doesn't say anything
like
about
an admission. No, I know, but it's like an admission that there are other ones.
Yeah,
that's
an
implicit.
Yeah, they weren't monotheistic originally. They
weren't. That's right.
No, that's exactly it. There was Asherah and Baal and El, and from my understanding, that the god El and Yahweh at some point were merged together.
Well, El I think is the original name because that's why we have words like Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
Shaddai, stuff like that, El of the mountain, things like that, and it wasn't a monotheistic religion originally, but it's kind of like the Yahweh became the most powerful, and that's how things are written.
I seem to remember Inquisitive Quandary mentioning at some point, reflecting on the idea that recently about we're getting closer and closer to being down to zero deities. I think other people have mentioned it too, but for some reason I'm remembering IQ mentioning it.
I mean that's a Hitchens point, right? I mean, like
you were quoting that. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's true too because there are zero gods, so we're getting that much closer to the truth.
As far as I've been able to discern, I tend to agree. I'm not as clear thinking as you are, Neil, because I'm not willing to take a position on that yet.
Why?
If there is a God out there, he's got a hell of a sense of humor.
And a lot to fucking answer for.
Hide and seek champion too. But
I put out the challenge a while ago, and I've got it as one of my Twitter moments. If you want to take a look, you'll see a picture of Purple Galaxy and whatnot in it. I responded to someone saying, what would it take to prove deity exists to you atheists? I love how they always say you atheists, like we're a problem. It's all this doubt
damn atheists
that we keep embracing. It's doubt is my ally. But anyway, I wrote back that what it would take to prove it to me would be for your deity to lend me some or grant me some omnipotence and omniscience for about a week so that I could give it a test drive and see for myself that it works. And then I think the only revision I would make that now would be a fortnight, because I think 2 weeks would be a lot more fun.
I just noticed Sassy put in the chat that she's going to be having a live stream next Monday to talk about why she is atheo-pagan. She says she's still an atheist, but she does practice, or probably practices some of the traditions of paganism. Which I can get on board for, and I probably would probably have fun at some of these types of ritualistic things, right? But let's face it, as human beings, almost everything we do is ritualistic. We get up in the morning, we brush our teeth and take a dump or take a piss and go to work. That's a ritual.
The difference is we don't do that because we've been indoctrinated into it.
Well, no, of course, but it's still ritual, right? Yeah. When we put on our hockey jersey and go to the game, that's a ritual.
Yeah.
Right? When we, but
put up a Canadian flag.
Yeah. It's a part of our nature, really.
I can drive this point just a little bit deeper, Randolph.
Great.
Perhaps we have been indoctrinated into all those things. Do you need that cup of coffee? Most people do need that shower, but that's debatable. But
please shower, okay? Especially after a hot day.
But no, seriously, when it comes to absolute necessity, it's not quite the indoctrination that we're speaking of in a religious sense, but we've been kind of almost programmed. I'm trying to avoid the, conspiracy talk here, but we've all been shown a way of life. It's part of our society, and we've been shown all these things, if you're in Africa, you wake up and you don't take the shower and get a cup of coffee. You wake up, you might.
That's cultural.
It's cultural.
I was just
Everything
going to say
the cultural indoctrination that you've received, but it's still, a teaching, a way of life. But it doesn't really fall into indoctrination because it doesn't really avoid everything else that there is.
I think there are a number of factors too. Like cultural influence is definitely a powerful one, and then there's our individual thinking on it, our family influence, and our friends influence us. But I think evolutionary psychology is often overlooked, and it seems there may be more influence there than most people realize.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Yep.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess we're done here.
Hey. All right, folks. Thanks.
AZKendrick. I should find out probably how you pronounce your name. I'm obviously saying it wrong.
It's AZ, because Americans it's Z. AZKendrick. Because I spent a number of years in Arizona, so I came with this little moniker AZ, and then of course my last name. But
yeah.
Okay,
I
AZKendrick.
respected your Americanness and said AZ. Did I not?
Yeah, we do everything wrong here. I mean, we have to
get on the fucking metric system already, for fuck's sake.
God, I know. I was in elementary school. Okay, guys, we're going to be preparing to move on to the metric system. Here I am, 10 years old. I still 148.8 pounds. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
we're preparing to move on to the metric system. You open up your lunchbox, fruit by the foot.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no,
USA is one of 3 countries in the world that is still on imperial, and I don't know if they're all on the same standard of imperial either.
No, I think whatever. That's what we do.
Myanmar, I think, and
was
it Libya, and then the U.S. I think.
We're in good company then.
Myanmar, I think, but I prefer to call it Burma.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just because it ticks some people off.
Yeah, especially the Myanmarians.
Well, actually, I know people from there who don't like the new name.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What's that?
I said if anyone can sponsor an American family to move to Canada, I can support myself, I swear. Oh my God!
The whole immigration process, it's worth looking into. You'd be welcome here. Everyone would be.
Especially, I mean, if you moved here, you'd automatically have a couple of friends, anyways, right? So,
yes, definitely, no problem. Especially you come to BC, you'll be able to see us regularly.
Oh yeah, man, we were in Vancouver, I think, a couple of years ago, and that was fantastic out that way.
You were here.
Yeah, we went. My wife, daughter, and I.
You didn't even phone me.
Well, you know what? That was 2 years ago. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you didn't know I existed.
That was a fantastic trip, and I'm just like,
it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is.
If I was to say to any places in Canada to move, it would be on either coast because I've been to both of them, and they're both equally as beautiful. But I've always been a BC boy, and to be able to go sailing, skiing, and shopping all in the same day is something you don't see everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's what I get. Apparently, we have golf, we have skiing, golf, and I don't know what else here because
we've got lots of golf here too. If you like golf
here, time, it's freezing in the morning. You'll have some snow on the ground, and then in the afternoon it's gone, and you can do whatever. But
yeah,
I got Donald Trump. That's
yeah. We feel bad for you guys.
It's only temporary though, right?
Oh God, I hope so. I'm hoping that 2020 and that fool is out of office. That guy, I mean, he's just playing the part and he's doing a bad job.
I'm sorry to say it, but from my perspective up here, what I see, it looks to me like he's got a real good chance of getting reelected. And you see, he's got the churches on his side, and for Republicans to get elected because they have such strong support from churches, it's a lot less effort for them than the Democrats who don't get nearly as much support. They have to work harder to get people out to vote. Yeah. So that's always the challenge, right? So the fact that the Democrats do as well as they do really shows that they're doing well, attracting a lot of people.
No, the Democrats put a lot of effort in. I mean, I spent so many years as a conservative, and I mean, California. You know, I grew up there. I left when I was 38. I moved to Arizona at 38 as a conservative, and left 7.5 years later as a liberal Democrat. That's just those people. I mean, just like, oh my gosh, they were nuts over there. I mean, they made the conservative. I thought I was conservative. These people were just crazy.
Hang on, I have to address a couple of questions in the chat here. Maya Atkinson wants to know, what's the most affordable place to live in Canada? Not here.
No.
That's all I can tell you.
Probably places like Newfoundland and
Newfoundland,
I would say Newfoundland.
Saskatchewan,
Like
Alberta. Alberta's fairly, because they don't have taxes. Well, they have like what? They have the one tax and that's it?
They don't have PST. They don't have provincial sales tax. But they're also typically very right-wing conservative there. So
true. They're like Canada's Texas.
Oh God!
Yeah, but we're higher. We're on higher ground because literally we're up north. So
yeah, I would say there are lots of places in Canada that are fairly inexpensive to live. Just not the big populated cities. Like, well, Montreal's probably a fuck of a lot cheaper than Vancouver is for sure. And Montreal's a beautiful city.
It's coming more in line here. But you can go even here.
Toronto's pretty inexpensive as well compared to here.
Even here in BC, there are many places that are less expensive than the greater Vancouver Fraser Valley area. So just the outskirts of those are actually quite reasonable too. So there's a lot of people.
Langley, Mission.
Yeah, Mission and
Chilliwack's inexpensive.
Yeah, Chilliwack's starting to come up, so you have to start going a little further out now. But they recently did have a drop in real estate pricing there, so it's a good time to get in.
We have a place called Hope. Does that help?
Something you definitely need to take into consideration if you're going to be moving to Canada from the United States.
You're
moving somewhere with legal, recreational marijuana. You have to factor this into your cost of living expenses.
because I
don't know how you could resist.
I don't factor it in, but I'm an on-smoker. So any extra that I end up with will just find its way to Neil.
Yeah, exactly. he knows who to support with this stuff.
My friends.
Hey man,
always.
Some of my best lyrics have come off being stoned, so just shush. Yeah. It gets those creative juices flowing, man, I tell you. That was my best.
Maybe not all the time, but
Well, there are times when I really just don't want to do anything but lay on the couch and watch like movies, like Godzilla movies and shit. But
my wife and I just watched Star Trek Rogue One last night. Oh my gosh, I've never seen such a horrible movie before.
Did you say Star Trek Rogue One?
Might as well.
Oh,
Star Wars Rogue One, and I actually liked Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the better offshoot ones.
Oh, wow. Well, we were kind of disappointed. We thought it'd be interesting, and we found it seemed to copy a lot of stuff from past Star Wars movies and copy some ideas from Star Trek. And then they did other things that just didn't make sense, and the plots didn't kind of fill out. But that story.
No wonder he thought it was horrible. He was like, this is the worst Star Trek I've ever fucking seen. Oh, it's Star Wars? Oh, that's not so bad.
No. You have to understand.
Hang on. Did Inquisitive Quandary just refer to it as the Orville?
Yeah. You got to remember that's a story that was on in the background during the original Star Wars, A New Hope.
Okay.
Right? So that's why you get all that stuff.
One of the other complaints I have about the Star Wars series of movies in general is that they weren't released in order with the story. The timeline kind of jumps around, and
yes,
that's a minor complaint. But it's like I really liked the original ones back in the 70s and 80s, I guess.
Yeah.
Those ones were great. I really enjoyed those, and like seeing. I remember Mark Hamill was recently criticizing the newest Star Wars movies. And there, I did it again. And he apparently was told to back off and not criticize them anymore. And I remember one of his points was that Luke Skywalker was a very optimistic kind of character, and that's just who he is. And then suddenly in a later movie, he comes out as some kind of antisocial hermit, which is right out of character for him. And I do think that is a legitimate complaint. It sounds like somebody... yeah.
You got to remember that this is many, many years later.
Yeah.
So he could have very well become a hermit type person.
Yeah.
Over time.
Of
and
course.
I think that's something that he left out or didn't think of.
Yeah.
I love Mark Hamill. I think he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And all the voice work he does and stuff for animation and whatnot is unbelievable. He's still the best Joker voice I've ever heard.
Oh, really?
For the
I haven't heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could see that. Yeah. That makes sense. He'd be good. He's got a nice voice too. He'd be good for a lot of roles, I think.
Star Trek Rogue One. Pack your bags, Randolph. You're out of the club.
Okay, Seth MacFarlane, come and help me out here. Bring me home with the Orville.
Hi,
Show
Purple.
these guys what it means.
Mark Hamill on the cooking show. I didn't know he was on a cooking show. Oh, it's Doorknob Head. Never mind.
Doorknob Head here. This is great. Hello,
You're
Doorknob
not
Head.
walking into that one.
Hello, Doorknob Head. Always glad to see Doorknob Head around. Always such wonderful insights.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I like him. Yeah.
He's what I call good people.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love his twisted ass sense of humor. It's just hysterical.
Oh, now, Sassy, you're just testing the fucking waters. Star Trek is boring, you geeks. I mean, you're fucking killing me here.
We know that Sassy's not
a second, maybe. But Star
Oh,
Wars.
Jamie. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead, Kendrick. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying Star Wars is where it's at. Star Trek, that's all right. I mean,
All right, and I'm kicking you out of the show now.
no,
I'm just kidding.
no. I don't think so. Come on now. I mean, I think Star Trek's all right. I mean, it's okay,
I like both. I've never been one of those people that has to pick a side. I like both of them. I'm a sci-fi fan. I like Star Trek. I like Star Wars. I like Babylon 5. I like fucking Lex. I like anything that.
Buck
I don't
Rogers.
know if you guys. Buck Rogers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to watch that in the 80s.
or that kind of show. But I just have.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, there you go. They're all good. I just happen to be a big Star Wars fan. I just remember
False dichotomy.
wait in line.
And the Orville. We got to keep mentioning the Orville. It's such a great show. Yep.
Oh, the Orville was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the third season.
Richard was like, Jetsons? I'm like, yeah.
This was good.
Jetsons was a great show.
Hey,
What about let's talk about cartoons for a second.
I was just going to go there. Yeah.
All right, Randolph, what was your cartoons of you remember the days when we used to wake up on Saturday, grab a bowl of the most sugary cereal you could find and turn on the TV at like 7 a.m? What was your cartoon? Hanna-Barbera, yeah, like the Scooby-Doo Laugh Olympics.
The original Scooby-Doo series was great. The characters were cooperative and helpful. I don't like how they've trashed the characters in the recent movies, the most recent ones. But the original series was fantastic, and they're practicing critical thinking and throughout the cartoon as well, and it was good. But I did enjoy all the Hanna-Barbera stuff and other things. The one thing, I wonder if any of you are familiar with a recent cartoon that Stephen Colbert even starred in called Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Oh, brings back so many memories. They really top of the line, that one. If anybody hasn't seen it, you need to see it. It is
They bring in all the old Hanna-Barbera characters. Like they hire Harvey to do like Scooby-Doo and Hurricane Hippo has been on there. You name it, man. Like they've all like Ricochet Rabbit's fucking been on there, for crying out loud, man.
I've not even heard of that, man. I'm out of it.
Harvey Birdman's great.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. That's what you need to search for. And Phil Ken Seven, the multi-billionaire boss, is played by Stephen Colbert, and his voice is perfect for it. And he'll say stuff like, "Ha ha, multiple entendre," and "Ha ha, multiple parts." I just love all his catchphrases. They're fantastic.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
There was one say he's got an eye patch, right? So his story is he was working away in his office one day before he's a multi-billionaire, and then he had an accident. A paper clip had a defect and it broke and it hit him in the eye. And then what happened is he sued. Yeah, he sued the paperclip manufacturer.
That's right.
And won multiple billions, and so he started a law firm to sue people.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he's got the patch over one eye, right? So.
Yeah, and then there's one episode where they show him in the streets amidst a whole bunch of mayhem, and he's got 2 eye patches on, and he's finding his way around just fine. They've got lots of zany stuff mixed in there. It's great. They even have Cheney in one of the episodes when they go back in time and do dinosaur trophy hunting after taking a ride through the hot tub. There's so many references to so many shows. It's really well done.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, they only have 4 seasons, and I would love it if they do another 4. And but they got it. They need Stephen Colbert for that. All the other voices are probably replaceable, but not Stephen Colbert. He's unique. He's got to be there.
Sassy, yes, you probably are the only person here who does not like Batman and Superman.
Oh, I'm not a fan of the Batman series, but I did like the Superman movies very much.
I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go back, and you guys will probably agree with me, to the Scooby-Doo thing. If you ask me, Scooby-Doo is the first cartoon to demonstrate that it's never something supernatural. There's always a natural explanation. And it was probably the cartoon that started me in on the whole thinking a little bit more critically about things. And not always jumping to conclusion that it was a ghost or a monster. So
I thought it was just Shaggy and Scooby were smoking pot and it was ready for cooking.
And eating giant fucking sandwiches, too.
Always had the munchies. Yeah, subtle reference there.
You got me on that one.
Solid.
Hey, do you remember the Transformers and then when they're doing some heavy lifting, they grunt like a human?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so what's some of the newer cartoons that you guys dig? For me, it's like Rick and Morty. They're not really new so much anymore, but Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Stuff that's just way out there, man. That's just way out there.
I haven't watched cartoons since I just watched the old ones.
I still do.
Like
the Adventure Brothers, yes.
There was subtle references to Scooby-Doo stuff there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Brock is so awesome. You've seen the scene where they're in the midst of the fire and going through their intercourse and all this stuff?
Yeah.
It didn't matter. The whole building. Or another one would be Archer. That one's top of the line.
Archer's fantastic.
Although I found it boring when they went back to the 30s. But aside from that, I like all the other seasons. Yeah.
Oh, really? You didn't like the one that was
Dick
last
Tracy
season?
I find boring. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I like the new season. I've only watched the first episode too, where they're in space now, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
we got a new season. Okay, I look forward to that. Yeah, I like it. He's got a good voice. Yeah, these cartoons are good. I really like South Park.
South Park's great. Yeah, but that's been around for a long time now.
I classify South Park as educational. Now, hang on. Their methods of teaching are highly questionable, but it is educational.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree with that. And someone mentioned Squidbillies, which is hysterical.
At least the first 5 seasons, at the end of every episode, almost they would say, "You know what? We've learned something today," and then they'd review what the lesson was.
Oh, Sassy's like, "Where are my Scooby snacks?" I already showed you where the Scooby snacks were. See, that's what we call that stuff here in Canada. We say, "Hey, break out the Scooby snacks."
You guys mentioned the Venture Brothers.
Yeah,
I remember this one episode where King Monarch, I think he was like in prison or jail, and the boys were in there in like some sort of scared straight program or something like that.
Yes.
And he's in there talking, and there's like this big gorilla guy in there, and he's like, "Hey man, give me a cigarette," and he's like, "Fuck you, give me $1."
I need to start watching cartoons.
Pretty much any Adult Swim cartoon gets it good. Brack Show, that was a good fucking one. A lot of people didn't like that one just because the humor was dry as shit. But I mean, I love that.
That was good. Remember Assy McGee?
Yes.
Boy, I tell you, that's Trump as a cop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he sounded like Rambo. At first, I thought that's Sylvester Stallone's voice, but it's actually the same guy who does the voice for Archer.
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever see the Archer episode where they started out where he's in Bob's Burgers kitchen?
I think so, yeah.
But it's all drawn Archer style. Like it's Archer and then the family's there, but they all look like Archer style characters.
Yeah.
He woke up or whatever in the Bob's Burgers. So he's like, what the hell's going on kind of thing?
Yeah.
Which I thought was, because it's the same guy, right? So.
Well, they've got two voices that are fantastic. Lynna Kane's voice is top of the line as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's an awesome character.
Yeah, Archer. When I first saw Archer, I didn't really care for it, but then a couple of joints later, and I was like, this is the best fucking shit on TV right now.
Oh, I remember there was some video footage on YouTube I saw years ago about the Venture Brothers. They went to some kind of comic convention, and so they're in this room presenting about themselves, because I guess the different ones there do this, and about half the audience are dressed up in Bumblebee or other kinds of costumes.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. These are diehard fans, and the show's only very new. Wow, where are these fans coming from? It's amazing.
Yeah. Even as I'm 53 years old, well, almost 53. I will be in October, but and I still watch cartoons. I still watch the classics. I watch all the new stuff. Az, you don't really watch them nowadays, or what?
I must be old. I'm not much into the cartoons anymore. I don't know. It's
not even the adult ones, like not even like good shit like Ren and Stimpy.
I don't really watch a whole lot of TV and stuff like that. I mean, Netflix and Hulu, but I guess I'm a 50-year-old man going on like 95. Like, it sounds like maybe I ought to start watching some more. I mean, they're you know what, they're great. They're shows that tackle social issues with a comedic edge, and you don't really need to think a lot. You turn these shows on, and you can laugh at them because they raise decent points about just how ridiculous things can be these days.
Except for Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, I find watching each episode 3 times at least, I pick up new things because
it's boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Oh, it's so fast and so deep, and each time you watch it, you realize more, and 3 times you're not bored of them. It's wow, and so it's just it's a hard one to keep up with, and that's a good intellectual challenge, that series.
Oh, hold on, I'm being yelled at here by John Peterson. Goddamn, Neil, what do I got to do to get you to notice one of my comments? I didn't.
There, you noticed it.
I noticed that one, of course.
Hey, done.
Let me see, which one am I supposed to be looking at, John? Aquatine Hunger Force. Okay, well, I agree with you on that one. Where else am I looking? That's the last one you made before posting that, John Peterson. Hang on. Yeah, let's see. I don't want to piss people off.
Such a great accent and voice in that Aquatine Hunger Force.
Actually, he does raise a good point. This is whack. We were talking about Scooby-Doo. They disproved the supernatural, but had a talking dog. Irony.
Hey, somebody picked up on that.
That's good. I like that. Now he's just fucking with me.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Scooby-Doo is definitely a favorite.
Oh, hell yeah. Except... Oh, somebody's phone ringing? No, it sounds like Ren and Stimpy intro. It is! Who's got that going?
You know it.
It's IQ. Do you know who did the music?
Let's just say Bob Dylan and leave it at that.
No, it wasn't Bob Dylan. I think it was Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet. Same guys that did the music for Kids in the Hall.
I remember Beavis and Butthead. They had a scene in one of their shows, might be the movie. There's a storefront they're going by, and the name of it is a Helping Hand Sperm Bank.
That was one of the shows, not the movie.
Oh man, there's some brilliant people making these cartoons.
Oh yeah, Helping Hand Sperm Bank.
I've got a screenshot of it somewhere. I can probably bring it up.
Speaking of this, have you guys seen those new machines that they came up with in Japan where you can walk up to them and insert LP9 in there and it self-extracts for I'm just wondering how much they cost and where can I get one?
I hope I don't see one of those machines.
Oh man.
Yeah, what if it's defective? Right? Now I have no penis. It's gripping a little hard, people.
No, that's just wrong. The Japanese always come up with weird kind of stuff like that, and I don't know what's.
Well, they came up with the sex bots, the lifelike looking ones. I want to know how much those are and where I can get one of those too. I'm just kidding.
Let's start a Patreon for that.
So help me get a sex bot Patreon. There you go. Or a GoFundMe or something.
Hey, I'm trying to share that screen, Neil. Can you bring it up for a moment?
Oh yeah. Hang on. What do we got here?
This is from Beavis and Butthead.
Helping Hand Sperm Bank. Oh, that's great.
Oh man.
You know, people say pictures or it didn't happen, so there's your proof.
Yeah, that's valid right there. All right. That's great. That's fucking hilarious. Thanks for that one.
Beavis and Butthead were great, man.
Oh yeah. The movie was fantastic. I love how was it Beavis that was talking to the old lady on the bus and she's like talking about slots and he keeps thinking that she's saying sluts.
Oops.
What are you doing now, Randolph? All I see is this shit flying by here.
Oh, is it still sharing that screen? Huh. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna close that off. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, because you're totally distracting me.
Sorry about that.
Richard, we are Ren and Stimpy fans. If you heard, IQ was playing the theme song earlier. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I couldn't remember. I think it was Shadowy Men, I think, that did the theme for Ren and Stimpy. I'm not sure. Oh, what was the last thing I looked up? Oh, cast members from Godzilla. No, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I just watched that today.
How was that?
I liked it. I've always been a Godzilla fan. And, you hear... hey, the Deviants is here. What's up, man? I was just on his and pro-lib guy show the other day. I was looking up the people who starred in there because I was sure that I had seen somebody in that movie that you don't often see in movies. And I was like, what the hell's her name again? And I was looking it up. And it turns out she's actually a model too, Chinese lady. Anyway. Song for Ren and Stimpy.
List of characters in Godzilla. Yeah. Other people.
There's a Godzilla.
You're kidding.
Main character? Right on.
There's one to share, Neil.
Dog Pound Hop is the name of the song. Oh, and it was actually done by the Spumco employees under the name Die Screaming. So there you go. It wasn't Shadowy Men on a Shadowy Planet. That's too bad. Which one do we got here now? Let's see. Church of Godzilla. We need this in our lives, people. We need this. Yeah, I watched the new Godzilla King of the Monsters today, and boy, did they set up the Godzilla versus King Kong in that. They even bring up Kong in the movie quite often as one of the titans that gets released, right? So, that's we need this in our lives, people. We need to start that new church, definitely.
This StreamYard's working quite well for sharing screens. Their interface is good. This is working out well.
Yeah, StreamYard's great. You know what? I'm thinking it's really cheap. It's like $6 or $7, or no, maybe it's a little more than that. It's like $25, I think, a month, and I can have all the shit that I want. I can actually, instead of there being the powered by StreamYard logo, I can actually have my logo in there.
That's cool.
Can you have more than 6 people too?
That I'm not sure, and I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'd want more than 6 people. Actually, now that you mention it, since we still got about another half hour before I got to take off, the Deviance is in the chat, and he was one of the fellas in the stream that I was on Thursday. And Deviance, if you'd like to come in here, let me know, and I'll send you a link, and you can jump in here. Oh, I gotta look for John Peterson's last post. What? You're talking about you're more like the second banana? I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think they're having some disagreements or something.
I was in a debate yesterday again, a second one now on modern day.
That.
Yeah, and did you see S.J. Thomason's reaction in the side
going off the with all caps? Oh.
Wow, she all caps. Wow, she's really bothered when she does that.
Yeah, you know what? She's blocked.
She's like standing up in her chair, screaming at the screen.
Yeah, I wonder. I hope she'll be okay.
Blocked you too, AZ? She already blocked you?
Blocked me on Twitter a long time ago. Back. I don't know. Just because I called her out for making negative comments about an atheist that passed away.
I'll bring those up. I got those.
And I commented calling her out, saying that's bullshit, and this part of the block list, I guess.
Oh, Deviance. Hang on, one quick sec. Deviance is, I guess you're leaving. You're taking off, so that means you're probably not going to want to join. That's fine. Sorry, carry on.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, I was. Yeah, no, she has some opinions in that. I'd go after. I remember the first one I saw was on depression and how God can take that away or whatever. And I'm like, oh hell no.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, I'm on medication for depression and anxiety, and there's that whole God, and that was diagnosed when I was a Christian, and that didn't help me there either. That just bullshit like that just drives me bananas.
Yeah,
I just can't stand that. That you just don't have enough faith or whatever. And so I used to make a few comments when her posts would show up on Twitter, and then got blocked.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, we lost Randolph.
Oh well.
Oh.
I actually know where to find him, so it's okay. His wife was probably calling him. So, and you don't want to argue with his wife; she'll kick your ass. So there you
go. You don't want to argue with your wife, period, because you're gonna lose. If you argue with your wife, you're just done. That's what I figured out. I figured that out a long time ago.
I've always been a big proponent of the happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. No, she's the boss. That's just the way it goes. If you want to have a good life, a good marriage, just let your wife's in charge.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be down for that.
You got the Steve Harvey, gentlemen, you could be right or you could be happy.
yeah, exactly. Right.
That's exactly it right there. Yep.
John Peterson wants a link. You want a link to join, John? Is that what you're asking?
I think that's where he's going with that.
You best send me a message on Twitter, and then I can send you one. Or
unless
Facebook.
He's talking about like a bratwurst or something. Which I doubt.
I don't even. Do you even follow me on Twitter or?
I should.
Oh, Randolph's back. Okay.
There.
Your internet cut out. That's probably what happened. We were saying that your wife was probably in need of you for some reason. So.
Oh, no. I would have said something. It's he's fine. I'm going to look up this. I was getting this picture for you here.
Doorknob Head says we have to be a twat to join. Yeah, that's right, Doorknob Head. Yeah.
Oh,
So is he going to join?
Oh, shoved right back in your face. No, let me see. Let me in to defend myself against John. Okay, hang on a second, brother. Hang on here. John Peterson. Wait a second. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on.
Oh.
Room for two more?
Yeah, we do have room for two more. And I'm assuming that John is the other half.
And I'm sharing this screen capture of S.J. Thomason's quote that AZKendrick is remembering. So it's it was I think it was deplorable to have written something like that. And that's been deleted since. But I managed to get this before it was deleted. Somebody else shared this with me. And
Christopher?
Yeah.
Why am I hearing an echo?
Shouldn't be.
But yep.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty fucking brutal when she posted that for sure.
That is the tweet that I responded to and I got blocked.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's
good on you.
Yeah, that was just no foul language. I just made straight up comments calling her out on that, and I don't know how many people she blocked because of her stupidity. I mean, that's just heartless,
Mm-hmm.
I replied too, and I offered to discuss the matter with her, and she can clarify what she meant or correct or whatever she wants to do. She's never responded to me, so I guess she's not interested or just has too many comments and didn't see it. One of the two.
Mm-hmm. Just so you guys know, Mikey Famine has joined us. Mikey is one of the guys that interviewed me on Thursday for the what is it, what do they call that? Something liberal? I can't even start with a P.
The Pro Lib Show.
That's it, the Pro Lib Show, right? It was on
Pro
Thursday.
Lib Show is Ethan, but the show is the after show.
Right.
So
Pro for professional, right?
Yes.
No, progressive liberal.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Progressive.
Hi, Mikey. Nice to meet you.
Randolph, hello, sir.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's Randolph's the guy that I'll be. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but he's the guy that I'll be starting that call-in show like the Atheist Experience with here in Canada. So
Yeah, True North Talk. We're calling it.
True what?
True North Talk.
North Talk.
Do you guys even have north, or is this everything north up there?
Well,
no matter which way you turn, it's pretty north.
Well, you know that. Well, what about the Raptors? Their whole what the hell's their whole slogan?
We the north, baby. We the north.
Right. That's right.
Well, apparently Sarah Palin
right,
can probably see us from Alaska.
Oh yeah, you can see it right from my back door. Yeah.
Fuck Palin.
I'm like,
Another whack job.
When did Fargo inseminate some Barbie doll somewhere? Like, what happened?
Funny.
Why didn't no one tell me? I would have brought the Lysol.
Yeah, John, I sent you a link, so
Yeah, John,
you're welcome to jump in.
John's got jokes in the chat, calling me second banana. Got jokes for you, Mr.
Oh, it is on.
Yeah.
My money's on Mikey.
I was like, oh, John's got jokes. Oh, he's getting a link. Neil, I need a link.
I need to come in and defend my honor.
Brother, I need a link. Front man, you got to get me in here.
Dude, I listened to one of the tracks that you sent me. It's fucking great.
Oh, look at you.
It is. It's great. Like
There's
I
two
played
of
it.
There's two of the Deviances on Spotify. That was probably the other one.
No. I played it for a buddy of mine who's also named Mikey that I was telling you about, and he loved it too. He thought it was great, and now it's in his rotation in the music that he plays every night. Oh wait, wait! I did the wrong one. Hold on, sorry, I popped you out for a second. What is this shit? Oh, that's what. Oh,
Oh, that's tricky for me, dude.
If you were dyslexic in 2008, you were like, wait, what? Parasailing? What?
Oh man.
You guys aren't serious, are you? John McCain parasailing, that's the ticket? That doesn't make any sense. I know I can't read good, but damn.
Yeah.
Randolph, I've never seen that before, so that just made my day.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I can send it on our chat channel and Twitter for you.
Yeah, sure.
Send you a copy.
Someone's got some serious wind going on.
Flying by the square or what?
I don't know. Mike, do you want to join my usual suspects group? Because I can add you to that if you like.
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm almost at 50. It tends to go. I hit 50. A couple people get angry or at something and leave, and then I'm able to add more and more people. So
That happened like once. Yeah.
no, it happens all the time, Randolph. Like,
then I'm missing all the action. Okay.
Hi, Julie. Julie says hi to me, so I'm going to say hi to her. I don't know Julie. Do I know you,
John?
Julie? I'm sorry, Julie.
Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. So John Peterson has now joined us.
Yeah,
Awesome.
come on. Motherfucker.
Welcome, John.
Motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker.
No.
John?
Come on in here, motherfucker.
Do we need gloves or?
Nah, we bare knuckling out here. Oh my God! Did you know bare knuckle boxing is a thing now? That's like a YouTube. It is the most grotesque thing. You don't bare knuckle fight. Not professionally.
You have to. I've done it a few times. I was a bouncer.
Right, but that's like, oh, that fight took about 45 seconds. I knocked the dude out. People pull us apart. There's that. These dudes will do rounds, and their faces are just mangled after each match. I'm like,
I know.
this is legal? Which commission allowed you guys to bare knuckle box on camera? This is grotesque. Grotesque.
I had a secret move. It's not really a secret, but it was a move I learned when I
So
took Krav
what happened
Maga.
to Neil?
I'm right here.
Oh, I couldn't see you for some reason. It was just a spinning. It was just a spinning wheel in your box there for a minute.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm here.
Spinning wheel, great
So,
song.
what I posted a little bit ago, and I was trying to get you to see, is I was asking you guys if anybody remembers the South Park episode where Cartman thinks that he punked Butters because he took a picture of Butters' dick in his mouth.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. I never actually saw that one.
But it was just one of the funniest damn things ever, man. Like, Cartman's running to the bus in the morning, and he's like, you guys, oh, did I get Butters, man? I invited him to my house over, and when he fell asleep, I took a picture of his dick in my mouth. Butters is so gay. And all the other guys are like, well, no, man, like, that means you're gay, dude.
Doorknob Ed had a great comment here. Spinning wheel in Neil's box? Is this the describe the sex toy episode now? I guess it is.
I have a small segment that I'm going to implement on my channel called the Kink Cast, and one of the weekly things I want to do is.
It's so funny. He's laughing already.
Porn category or movie title?
That's not a bad idea at all. You're coming out on us, John.
It's so stupid. I can't stop.
Yeah, I'm on mobile. I think I should have booted up the computer.
Oh, that's all right. You're actually coming through pretty good, so it's okay. And Mikey, when you do this, man, you got to have me as a guest on, because that'll be fucking hysterical.
Yes, it's not going to be just guessing that shit. Like, there's some describing the community, like getting everybody comfortable with that idea. If they have questions, they can ask the people in the community. Because I'm vanilla AF, apparently. I was like,
yeah. Well, here you go. Here you
I had a threesome. And they're just like,
here you go, Mikey. Here you go, Mikey. Is this a movie or a porn category? The longest.
What was it with the pause there?
Right. I felt like it cut out and I missed a word, and I was like, "Oh, that word might have been very important." I don't know if I want to answer yet.
I'm at the controls here. I'm at the controls.
The longest.
That 3-second delay or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on off. Oh, the longest yard.
That's probably some voyeuristic thing.
The longest yard stick. There you go.
How about Coming to America?
Or
These
Coming in America.
I mean, I think the movie title, but you never know.
I think this is taking a dark turn.
Sorry.
What's going on here?
That's
okay, we're all adults and we understand sexual humor. It's okay. We're okay.
Well, no, it took a dark turn when I asked you for a link, and then either Doorknob Head or Tony Design said in the chat, "Oh, so I guess the only requirement is you have to be a twat to get on the broadcast."
That's right too. Yeah, you have to be. Well, yeah. Everyone says that about Twitter, twatter. Same. You have to be a twatter. So yeah.
If the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and strut.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I get down.
Just so you guys know, I'm going to bring this to an end in about 10 minutes because I got to head out for a round of crib with a couple friends of mine. So,
Cribbage?
Yep, cribbage. Yeah.
I like cribbage. I used to play it on my old Windows 95. Never.
Windows 95. You're revealing your age, man.
I've never seen an actual cribbage, like the little peg thing. I've never seen one. But
in real life, no way.
I've never seen it.
Buddy, we got to get together, play some crib.
I will crib it up, son. Cribbing at your crib. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
That could be a TV show.
I didn't even know there was a cribbage video game.
Yeah, like solitaire, right?
Yeah, it was click, 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 click. It wasn't complicated.
Yeah.
The only game I know is right here. I'm sorry, guys.
Which game?
The drinking game.
Oh, the drinking game. I'm with you.
Oh yeah, that's about it.
I'm damn near pro level drinking game status. Like,
I'm expert level.
Wow.
50 or whatever it is.
Hang on, what's the what do you call it? No. Dragon Ball Z. I'm level 9,000.
oh, its power levels over 9,000.
Yeah, that's right. My drinking level's over 9,000.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, it's honestly, guys, it's nice to have some fresher faces in these after parties. Not with the same old IQ and same old Randolph, and these guys like, hey, fuck you.
Sorry, I'm so boring with all my memes.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see what he's got now here.
Yeah, I can't remember. Remember. Oh, what is this now?
Hey, now.
3 people in the chat just broke their computers, turning their monitors upside down. You son of a bitch! How dare you?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You can't broadcast that here in the States. You'll be breaking equipment left and right. What's wrong with you?
It probably would have worked better if I was broadcasting that from Australia. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, we could call up Notch a Witness. Maybe he can help out. Or oh man, there's so many of them now. Jenny and the just sort of jumped in the group all of a sudden. Nervardia, tons of them. All these Aussies now. Ozman Cometh. Go figure.
Ozman Cometh. Is that a porn category or a movie title?
No, that's his name.
Yeah.
I interviewed him a little while back. He's good people.
It's a funny name though.
Oh yeah. He changed it to that. So
IQ, hello, sir.
I think he fell asleep. You still with us, IQ? Or maybe he's running our my new Discord. Apparently,
There's your map from Australia of the world.
That's fucking brilliant.
Right on.
Oh man, where's Nacho?
Yeah, my connection's leaving me out on this shit.
Oh,
I can't see any of this shit.
Oh man.
Watch the video later.
Yeah, after
Well, John, next time you jump into one of these, do it on your actual computer. You'll be able to see this stuff.
Yeah, I see that now. I'll tell you what, though, I just used StreamYard for a stream earlier today. I love it, man.
Yeah, StreamYard's great. It's clear. And I'm gonna pay the money to have my logo and stuff up in the corner. So
here's what, and then when you pay the fee too, like instead of having just this generic avatar, you can like put an avatar up and shit. I think too.
You can put whatever your branding is. You can have cards that pop out for links, like to my PayPal or whatever, right? So you can have all that stuff. And what
did you say it was?
It's like $25 a month.
And then now the $25 a month, I think that's even less if you lay down for a whole year.
It might be, yeah. You're right. I think there is an option to pay for a year, and it works out to something like $12.50 or $13 a month, actually.
Oh, that's much more reasonable. Yeah.
I'm gonna look into it because I think it's. Hang on. Spooky Bear Hair has a question. What's the secret move we need to know? Don't get distracted. Wait, secret move? Did I say something about a secret move?
Yeah.
I think you did say something about secret something.
Purple said they don't have support for avatars. Actually, they do, because I talked with one of the agents there, and they said that I will be able, where it says powered by StreamYard, I will be able to have my logo in there.
Right, yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's I remember that from reading the information that you get the paid version, their logo goes away, you can put your logo up, and then it said you can have overlays and graphics and stuff, so
you can still have their logo if you want, and it'll have it with yours there too. But that's also an option. But I'm supposed to be talking to the lady again tomorrow, so I'll figure it all out.
A lot of people are moving.
Well, so you actually talk to somebody, so they have like a phone number you can call, huh?
Oh no, it's live chat actually online. But
okay.
I get now what you're saying. What Purple is saying is you guys that aren't showing your or not using your cameras, your avatars don't show up.
Right.
And even if you pay, the avatars still won't show up. That's what he meant by that. So I get it.
Oh, so I can't put an avatar in that spot then.
Right. It's just going to look like the generic photo that you get when you join anything, where it's just the outline of a head and shoulders and
an egg.
I wonder though if I can do some kind of screen sharing thing that'll make it an avatar. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Oh, thank you, Tony. I see my moderators are actually doing their fucking jobs for a change. I'm kidding, people. I'm just being a douche. And Tony shared your channel.
Thanks, Tone. T-Bone Designs.
T-Bone Designs.
God, did you start
get new nicknames?
Did you start putting some content up, Mikey, on your channel?
I've been doing a lot of stuff with Pro Lip Show and doing the after show pretty much. I think I've done 8 or 10 shows in a row with him. So the Kingcast will be on my thing. I'm trying to figure out the intricacies of it. I know there's some nerds out there.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, this fucking StreamYard, you don't need to have OBS or any of that shit. Like, I was amazed because when I got the StreamYard and then I did a test stream here the other day, it just takes you right into it. You don't even have to put a fucking stream key in or anything. Like when you set the event up on the StreamYard on your account, you connect to your YouTube channel, and then you just it's real simple interface. You type in the information about the event, it goes right to your YouTube channel. It sends the fucking thumbnail out and everything. And
yep. And then you can go once it's in your YouTube beta dashboard. Then you can go into the actual video itself and add all the tags. You can put up a new thumbnail if you want. You can edit it in YouTube as well, which I think is fucking phenomenal. So
And that's how,
started as a private video, I guess.
and that's how the Russians took over the election, is because you guys gave away all your stream keys to the damn Russians.
I gotta know, Mikey, what is the primary focus of your show?
Russians.
The damn Russians. No, I love Russian
Those
people.
Russians.
Привет, all my Russians out there.
Bonium says it best, though.
But
Rasputin.
the thing that I've been writing recently, and like actually trying to make an actual cool thing and writing music for and doing I want to have like a mixer live stream that I can just like episodically post onto YouTube of a D&D campaign with all of you YouTube nerds who fucking are actually have audiences. Yeah, let's hear Neil, the 604 Atheist. Yeah, he's a paladin. He's a dwarf paladin.
Yeah, he's a 6'4" dwarf paladin.
Biggest dwarf ever. We might have to make him human.
Well, look at the dwarf. Look at the dwarf at in the Endgame movie.
Are you
He was
talking about?
fucking huge.
Are you talking about my man Thanos?
Not Thanos, the guy that was at the forge that Thor went to make Stormbreaker.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, yes.
Dinklage, yeah.
He's such a great actor.
Yeah.
He's really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
He had
And
a
I thought-
fantastic role in Game of Thrones, too. He was brilliant
Oh,
there.
he was my favorite character.
Yeah, mine too.
I drink
and
and I know things.
things. That's what me and Ocean always used to say. We'd get together at the Faithless Forum. We drink and we know things. Yeah.
A Lannister always pays his debts. If people didn't like the ending of Game of Thrones, go to my channel, subscribe, and give me all the hate mail you want. You know what I'm saying? Because it was great.
I thought,
Good for
you
the
know what? It was good. You knew that it wasn't going to be this big fucking. They had the huge battle, and it has to come to an end after that, right? So, I was
like the season was over after episode 2.
Pretty much, yeah.
So now it's just let's clean up some loose ends.
Yeah.
Let's GTFO. It's time to go, guys. And everyone got so upset about it. I'm like, they're not going to make 10 more seasons to pacify you. Like, relax.
One of the funniest.
You want to work somewhere else.
Yeah. One of my favorite memes to come out of that was the one after was Cersei and Jaime having sex. It's like, ooh, incest, ooh. And then when Daenerys and Jon got together, it was like, oh, incest, yay. It was like, the whole thing after that. I just thought that was just too funny.
Was she like his aunt? Like great aunt or cousin aunt? I don't know.
They were, John, your devices are not connected. I can't add you. No, they were brother and sister, like step brother sister kind of thing.
I thought it was.
Wait, who did
her
you say?
aunt. I thought it was his aunt.
Yeah. She was
Oh,
his
maybe.
aunt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe that's right. Yeah, she was.
But she was actually,
That's right. Technically, his aunt.
What's
You're
that?
talking about Reek. Reek and his little nasty ass trying to get with his sister, and he didn't know it was his sister.
Oh,
Wow, there's a bunch of people that saying they are now sub to you, Mikey.
Hey, you sexy children.
I've got good friends. They'll support you 100%.
Oh, Julie, you run D&D. Oh, Julie, I think I saw you on Twitter. Yes. Maybe I'll have you be the DM, and I can just be an idiot character trying to ruin your campaign.
He's going to be a troll character.
Chaotic. Chaotic neutral, baby. Anything goes.
Yeah, that's what I always do, chaotic neutral. Yeah, these my friends are cool people, man. So all of you guys go and sub to Mikey because
He's a fool.
dude. Is it weird or for me to say that we almost became like instantaneously friends?
It's the music, bro. It's always the music. like if people love music, they will always connect on a deeper level, no matter what. No matter what, because music is just so much part of us.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, and one day you and I have got to get together and do something together. Oh, dragon Targaryen farm dragon hens.
There you go.
That's fucking awesome.
Are those cage free?
They free range. They. Oh, that's brilliant. Where'd you find that? That's great.
You know, I find these things online and I save them and I give the file names that match. I don't know where I got it from.
$125 fucking dollars for one dragon. I don't know, man.
I'd buy that. I'd buy that.
I don't know, man. $125.
I can't eat that damn thing. You know, no eggs, vegan kind of food. I don't know, but if we can have that crazy pet dragon in the backyard, hell yeah.
What do you guys have for breakfast? Dragon eggs.
What if I hatch it and it's one of those stupid dragons from like How to Train a Dragon? I don't want that. They're all goofy with big eyes and like not intimidating. It just drools incessantly, pisses on my carpet. I don't want that.
I'm sorry, but I want a Night Fury. That's all I can say. I have to have a Night Fury.
I'll take two.
Yeah, one for each leg. You can stand on them with swords and everything, right? Like some out of fucking heavy metal or something.
I think you're judging my life goals right now, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with you being so critical of what
I judge nobody. You are free to do what you like. And you harm none. Do as you will.
Yep.
I may or may not pillage a village, but I should be able to ride in style.
You guys ever see Eric the Viking? Or they're talking about what the Vikings, we rape and pillage and destruction and rape. Oh, he said rape twice. He likes rape. You ever seen that? I know that's kind of a taboo-y subject these days, but it was meant as a humorous thing.
It's a character joke.
Yeah, in a Monty Python-driven movie, because it was done by Handmade. I think is it Handmade Productions or whatever that Terry Gilliam runs. So it was done by the Monty Python people.
That's some funny lads.
Oh, fuck, man. The Holy Grail has got to be one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, that's such a classic. That's a great classic.
Oh, yeah. That one in Life of Brian.
Oh, yeah.
My UK friends, they have a it's like almost a drier kind of aged like a fine wine sense of humor. So even when they cut loose and they start with like dick and fart jokes, it's still a little, offbeat, a little late, a little drier.
This is an old one.
Yeah, I've shared this before.
I just love the look on this cat's face.
Yeah. Holy crap.
With pupils like that, you can see the future.
Damn.
It's like my dog looking at her toys.
That is awesome. His fucking eyes are like saucers.
Yeah, just so you know, joining on a phone is not the way to go.
It's okay, John.
Yeah, my phone completely locked up. I couldn't even I had to shut it down just to get it to unlock.
To reboot?
Yeah.
And they try to put it up and back on again.
I mean, and the funny thing is, though, now I'm hooked up to my Chromebook, which I used for my stream earlier today. Same Wi-Fi, but it's just working great on the laptop. So must just not be enough processing power in the phone.
Well, let's not call the phone the second banana now, shall we? I was waiting all stream for that.
Actually, there are some very, astute second bananas through the ages. Boo Boo, Yogi Bear's sidekick.
Boo Boo,
yeah. Corporal Agarn on F Troop.
Yeah.
Well, there's something to be said about playing the straight man. You know.
True enough.
Yeah.
That's no shot at Ethan.
What do you got now? Oh, geez, Randolph, what do you got? Clockwork Banana. That's great comfort. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, my God. You have to send me that one in a message. This is fucking.
I'll do that right away.
You know what? The only thing that would make that meme perfect is Kirk Cameron dressed up as one of the policemen that burnt the books, looking lovingly at the banana.
Yes, that would be.
Kirk Cameron would have the right look for it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is a great way to end this because, guys, I got to end this. I've got to take off. So, thank you guys. Let me just so I don't forget. You guys can. I'm going to write down everyone who was partook in this because I always like to throw my shout outs out afterwards. So.
My name's Barack Obama. If you want to write that
down. Did you run for president again then?
I would, but the white people would literally burn this place to ashes.
I'll
vote.
Hey, Barack, you got your birth certificate on you, man?
Now, Mr. John Peterson, let me tell you, first of all, that I've always had my
like him.
And what people don't understand is when you live in the state of Hawaii, it doesn't matter if you have a birth certificate. I have a certificate of live birth, which is more than enough for anyone.
You sound just fucking like him.
The residents and their ability to run for president in America.
That's pretty damn good.
That was pretty damn good, man.
On this spot.
All right, everybody. I got to call it quits because I got to take off. But thank you guys for jumping in here with me. John, it was great having you in.
Appreciate
John
it.
is known as, you're the one that, is that so, right? Is that what the question was?
On Twitter, yeah. Is that so? And my new YouTube channel is The Amateur Conversationalist.
Oh, perfect. Maybe I can jump in there with you one day.
Oh, yeah. And I have one-on-one discussions, and I'd love to have you on, Neil.
That'd be great. I'm game for that. And anytime we'll talk about that in private messages and we can figure something out. IQ, always a pleasure having you in here. And IQ, by the way, is my moderator extraordinaire. And he's setting up a Discord for me right now, Neil's Barn Lounge, or whatever the hell it's called.
They're maybe bugs.
Well, that's okay. We'll figure them out. Besides, I've eaten bugs before, so it's okay. AZ, man, thank you so much for being my guest tonight. It was such a good time chatting with you, and I hope you had a lot of fun in this. But you know what? You've got a wife, man. Go make her happy, like we were talking about before. So,
all right, let's go.
All right, and Randolph, as always, my partner in crime. All right. So, anyways, thanks, guys, for checking us out. I hope you guys had fun. We sure did. And this is the first time that we've had some shit posted up in this, like the memes and stuff. I didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. Now I know. And as they say in G.I. Joe, knowing's half the battle. Anyways, anyways, guys,
that's right on point with what we were talking about earlier, too.
Exactly. The old cartoon things. Anyways, guys, remember what I say at the end of these things. It's called faith because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
Take care. Thank you.